Summary. In The Bear and the Bee, Mr. Bear loves honey but discovers none in his cupboard. Determined to find some, he ventures into the forest and locates a beehive in a tree. Tempted by the delicious scent, he reaches into the hive, only to be warned off by an angry bee. Brashly declaring his strength and size, Mr. Bear persists and tries to grab the honey again, but the bee stings him on the nose. Enraged, Mr. Bear grabs a stick and attempts to hit the bee, eventually smashing the beehive in his fury. However, his actions release thousands of bees that swarm him and sting him all over his body. Defeated and in pain, Mr. Bear rushes home, where his wife, Mrs. Bear, scolds him for losing his temper and points out that honey was already in their cupboard. The story concludes with the moral: a hot temper always gets you into trouble. Questions and answers. 1. What does Mr. Bear love and search for? Answer: Mr. Bear loves honey and searches for it because he finds none in his cupboard. 2. Where does Mr. Bear find the source of the honey? Answer: he finds a beehive in a tree in the forest. 3. What happens when Mr. Bear first sticks his paw into the beehive? Answer: a bee flies out and warns him, saying, "Hey, bear, go away. This is not your honey." 4. How does Mr. Bear respond to the bee's warning? Answer: he arrogantly replies that he is bigger and stronger than the bee and tells it to buzz off. 5. What does Mr. Bear do after the bee stings him on the nose? Answer: enraged, he grabs a big stick and tries to hit the bee. 6. What drastic action does Mr. Bear take to deal with the bee? Answer: he smashes the beehive with his stick, trapping the bee inside. 7. What is the consequence of Mr. Bear smashing the beehive? Answer: thousands of bees fly out and sting him all over his body. 8. How does Mr. Bear react after being stung by the bees? Answer: he runs all the way home, slamming the door shut in his distress. 9. Who greets Mr. Bear when he gets home, and what does she say? Answer: Mrs. Bear greets him and scolds him by saying, "You lost your temper," while also providing bee sting medicine. 10. What is the moral of the story? Answer: the moral is that a hot temper always gets you into trouble.